quite the journey to get to this magical place they're at now. They're more solid than ever. They said this latest album is the one they were always meant to make, and debuting at #1 means they're on the right track. We're so excited to have them here today. Everybody make some noise for Haley, Jeremy, and Taylor from Paramore! Oh my God, we are so stoked that you are here.
Your shoes.
It's so nice to meet you.
You too.
Welcome back to Canada.
Thank you. It's nice to be back here.
Good, and you came on a good day, and all the fans are here. And I mean, going #1 for the very first time with the self-titled album. I mean, what did you think when you got that news?
Crazy. Freaked out.
You're freaked out?
It was one of those things where I was like, there's so much anticipation. When they finally told you, you're like,
And you go away for so long, you don't really know what to expect, and then, you blow it out of the water like that.
Yeah, well, that's what was the most nerve-wracking, is that we went away for so long. We're used to being on tour all the time, and then we went home for 2 years. It was like, then I was like stuck in my pajamas for 2 years. So it was kind of like the whole process of making the record, putting it out. It was crazy, and it still feels a bit surreal, but we're loving it.
I hear you really like your pajamas. Do you record in your pajamas?
I do everything possible. If there's an excuse, I take advantage of it. I'm wearing a sweatshirt
quasi-pajamas.
today, It's like...
But stylish, nonetheless.
Oh, thanks.
Do you think so? We just announced actually that Fall Out Boy are going to be here next week. They're all really stoked. And you guys, you're all part of the same family, of course. And do you think there's a coincidence that both of you debuted at #1 after being on both sort of hiatuses a little bit? You come back, you're both at #1. Like, what is with the timing, you think?
I don't know, man. I think people like rock and roll, and people like to hear more than just auto-tuned voices. Yeah. And, I think people like to connect. So you're welcome. So I don't know. I think I don't know. It's not like we really stand for any certain genre of music, but we are very proud of the scene that we come from, and we're proud of the people that are a part of that scene, and all these people here. That
we're proud too, and there's something to be said about the timing, the fact that they both come out, because I've been getting very nostalgic over the last few months, and I love that.
Yeah.
You can go back in time a little bit and relive your youth, so
of course.
Thank you.
That's a big compliment.
Yeah. So, of course, you're on this break, and it comes from the fact that, Josh and Zach leave the band, and there's all this crazy stuff happening with Paramore. Why do you think that this band shakeup with these guys leaving has remained so memorable in everybody's minds? I think with the fans' minds, the critics' minds, everyone still wants to talk about it. And this, is probably the last time you'll have to talk about it, with this album, right? But why do you think it's so memorable for people?
They were a really huge part of this band, and it's a bummer it all happened, but it did, and we're stronger now than we've ever been. But I think people just want something to talk about, which I understand, but we're very ready for that just to be done with. Mm-hmm. So,
what did the three of you have to do to kind of like make sure you were ready to do this together as a unit? What had to happen amongst the three of you?
I feel like a lot happened. We re-established our friendships and had time at home just to be normal people, and I think literally had to write a lot of bad songs, a lot of good songs, interludes, all of the above, but really was a path that led us right down making this record. So
we love the interludes, don't we, on the self-titled album? So good. Plus, just the fact that it goes from like a funky song like Ain't It Fun, my favorite song, to Hate to See Your Heart Break, which is like very country-ish. So what inspired all these musical changes?
It's all a part of us, you know. We like so many different kinds of music, and Taylor's always been the one to say, the more music that you love, the happier you'll be. And I feel like this record really shows all those sides of us and all the things that we're into personally as well as a band. So, I don't know, I guess I feel like if there's an album that anyone in the world, if they want to know who Paramore really is, I think this is a good record for it, because not only do you really hear what we're into musically, but I think you really get to hear each of our personalities on it, like, more than ever. And that's what makes us so proud of it, is that I feel like we came out of a pretty low point, and then we made an album that we're more proud of than we've ever been of anything we've ever done.
And are you a ukulele player on the regular, or was this a random thing like,
Taylor's the master, the ukulele expert. I try.
Give it up for Taylor and the ukulele. Those are the sweetest moments on the record.
Yeah, aren't they awesome? They were so fun for us.
Yeah.
They got us through so much writer's block, honestly.
And I hear, Taylor, now this is the first time on an album that you've actually contributed to writing so much, or at all?
I've written a little bit on
Yeah.
past records, but yeah, there was a lot more work to be done on this one.
How do you feel now that you've done that, accomplished it, and obviously it's very successful?
Very relieved. It was incredibly rewarding, and you know, I didn't realize how much it takes out of you to really put your heart into something, you know, into art. I think I expected it to be this really easy, like, natural thing, and it wasn't, but it's probably one of the most rewarding feelings, you know, I've ever had, just knowing that people are, like, connecting to it, and I don't know, I'm really thankful.
Okay, well, we've got lots of fans here, but we do have someone who wants to ask you a question. This is Cody.
All right, hey.
Hi guys.
Hello, good.
I just want to say thank you for being a lot of our lives, like physically and emotionally. And my question is, with the new album, it's a very different. I think a hard setting. Like, the sound's very different to it compared to the other albums.
Yeah.
How do you manage that, but yet keep the fan expectations very high?
Oh, man. Well, again, like, we tried a few times to write songs that we felt like, oh, this sounds like Paramore. This is like, this has got that sort of Misery Business style riff, or this has this crunchy guitar tone. And we did that a few times, and nothing felt, we weren't really so excited by that. And then we ended up writing songs that were coming from super left field, or, you know, like super far right, and realized that that's what we were moved by now. And we had to be genuine to our own influences and our own inspirations. And I think as long as bands and artists are being genuine and they're writing what's coming from their heart, I mean, people change and people grow. You're gonna have one artist sound like probably, you know, thousands of different artists in their lifetime. And I think as long as you're being genuine, then that's what matters, and that's what people connect to. You can hear a heart and you can hear a heartless record, you know, you can tell.
Yeah. Thanks, Cody. And they heard it, and they went out and bought it, and it went to number one. So
Yeah!
you've proven it completely correct. Okay, we're going to play the second single, Still Into You, and we're talking with you guys more when we come back, okay? Here it is on Enemy. There's Still Into You. And Taylor has magically transformed into a magical unicorn. Do you have a sound that you make? Amazing. A fan brought that. There's actually a gopher head as well. It's very creepy.
I'm frightened.
It's awesome. Okay, Still Into You is like one of the catchiest songs in the album as well. It's so fun, and the video is great. Now, I want to know what your very famous boyfriend, Chad Gilbert, thought of it when you played it or told him what you were doing with that song.
He got super shy. He
Yeah.
like didn't look at me the whole time that he listened to it.
He was blushing.
Yeah, of course I was super psyched. Like, listen to this song about you, yeah. But anyways, I'm psyched because Paramore, we don't have a lot of love songs. We don't even have that. I mean, I could probably count on one hand how many really happy, positive songs that we've ever written. So, I mean, I've just always been super emo at heart. So, yeah, I'm just really excited that we have a song like this because it feels so good. And at the shows, it's like so much fun. So maybe we'll be able to do more songs like that in the future. Who knows?
Okay, wait a sec. Does the word emo get to come back now that you're back? Fall Out Boy's
Yeah!
back? I'm just wondering. We want it to come back. Remember when it came out, everyone's like, stop saying it. Now it's like, no, come back. Like,
Yeah,
come back.
I'm super nostalgic for emo in general. But see, to me, like, as bands like Jimmy Eat World or Sunny Day Real Estate and things like that, you know, and now I feel like emo gets this. It has this reputation of being like bangs like this, black hair kind of thing, you know, like, and like a lot of eyeliner. I'm like, that's gothy.
Yeah.
But anyways,
And Jimmy Eat World's coming out with a new album too.
Yes,
It's all
they are.
happening.
Yeah, it is.
Unicorn, did you have any thoughts on emo that you'd like to?
Yeah, it's pretty emotional.
It is. It is. Okay, so what's been going on, guys? Jeremy, you broke your foot, although you're fine now. But this tour has been a lot of mishaps and illnesses. Are you okay now, Haley?
I'm fine.
Yeah, you had what,
We're
laryngitis?
troopers.
Dude, I've had everything on this tour. I've had like, it's mostly allergies I found out, but I got like food poisoning, and Jeremy broke like 2 tendons in his foot or something, so it wasn't like a full break, but
I'm going for that though.
You're going for a full break
Next
tonight.
Okay, well, I think we need to call the paramedics. We actually have
Yeah.
a little thing that we think you should
No, I
call
have
at
a
your
horse.
merch table, because you have so many other cool things at your merch table. Like you sell sunscreen and stuff and
have.
pillowcases.
Paramedic.
This is a
I need-
Paramedic
kit.
kit.
Yeah, the paramedic.
So open it up, see what's in
Okay.
there to your remedies.
Okay, Jeremy, I'll get you fixed right up.
Oh, okay, cool.
You're just
Taylor, I
gonna
don't
have
know
to.
what
Now I
about
can break my foot.
You're just gonna have to show this camera. Show
Okay.
them
So we
some of the
have
stuff.
paramedic herbal tea. I'm gonna use that.
Lovely
I'm gonna use
herbal
that.
tea. I think there's some nasal sprays.
What
that
do you
can clear
see?
your sinuses before you sing, Haley.
Yeah. Paramedic nasal spray. My face is killing me on this. I mean, that's gonna make me sick all over again.
It's just like if we
Bandages.
get a good shot of the face. I don't know if we got a good shot of the face.
oh
there.
gosh.
It's like, get out of here, sickness. Yeah, actually, you know what? We actually think you should really probably make the Paramore Band-Aids. Like, you know,
Okay.
they have those cool, like,
Yeah.
Batman Band-Aid,
Yeah, I love those.
whatever.
That's
so,
a good idea.
there you go.
Medic kit.
Get well soon. Be
Thank
safe
you.
on the road.
Paramedic kit.
Yeah.
I mean, you really are troopers because you have done Warped Tour. You spent like the first half of your career, you know, trudging it out on Warped Tour, which is an intense tour. I mean, what kind of impact does that have on you, or what sort of nostalgia and memories does that hold for the band as well? Yeah, we showed that.
There are
2007
videos
Warped
about that.
Tour.
Look how weird that is.
Yes, that's crazy. That was the best Warped Tour.
Nostalgia.
That was.
Does it? I mean, what does it teach you really? Because it's one of the hardest tours.
It is. It is a hard tour.
Yeah, it's really tough. I mean, I don't know. I guess you get to see a lot of bands. It's more about the hangouts, I feel
It
like,
is.
and like the connection with all the fans. It's so easy to like hang out with people. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I don't know. I like having all the options every day, and
You look
especially
massive.
if you have a horse. That looks.
Look at
shot.
He's,
I look like an infant.
Are you looking at yourselves on the monitor?
Yeah.
That's like one rule of this show. We're like, guys, don't look at yourselves
Don't
on
look
the
at
monitor.
yourself.
Yeah, we do.
It's like a mirror. You gotta
And-
look at it.
And
Anyway,
Unicorn Taylor, you do look quite large on the screen there.
you. Oh my gosh, you look majestic.
Any more final words from Taylor here, who's exited the interview as himself?
I love you all. Taylor loves you.
We love you too. Thank you, Paramore, for being here. Who's going to the show tonight? It's gonna be freaking awesome. Come back soon,
Thank you
okay?
so much.
Absolutely.
All right, we've got more on New.Music.Live when we come back.